Good evening, wonderful people. Hope you're having a fantastic day where you woke up and looked in the mirror and was like, damn, I'm looking sexy. I'm feeling pretty good today because I've had a green tea and a little stretch. My name is Roland and this is my podcast, Approach or Die. No intro yet with the music, so it'll be a kind of intro. So the podcast is about learning the skill of cold approach, chatting to random strangers when you're afraid of saying hello because your brain is telling you all these excuses. Take a quick second to imagine the last time someone caught your eye and a part of you wondered, what if I say hello to them? Now imagine that's second nature to you and it fills you with nothing but excitement because you know that you miss every shot you don't take. You know that shit. I'm going to teach you so good to make it so much fun. And it's going to have a knock-on effect to the rest of your life. Before I learned this, I was an international chess player representing England in 4 different countries around the world, spending all my time learning theory of chess. Super introverted, super nervous, super antisocial, and afraid of chatting to girls. Period. Full stop. This is not a unique story. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But the point is, you're not taught how to communicate and flirt and interact with people or women in school at all. You're supposed to just know how it is. Well, when I learned it by reading books on body language, listening to seminars, having a mentor, it changed my whole fucking life. And then that led me to become a confidence coach where I'm teaching guys and girls to get more confident, and especially in the dating area, and approaching people is a huge part of it. Normally, your silly ape brain will tell you shit like, oh no, this person probably doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, they probably have a boyfriend. Oh, maybe I'm not cool enough to chat to them. Oh, maybe it's weird. What if people see me? Fuck those excuses. You might meet the love of your life. You might meet the fuck of your life. You might meet a new best friend. Actually, on a serious note, in my life, many of the people that I know today are people that I've just met here out and about randomly, not while I'm smashed on the weekend, not just introduced through social circle, through a friend, which is great, but there's a limit to who you're going to meet in your social circle. There is a limit to how much alcohol you can drink to give you confidence to chat to people. When you can do it randomly in the street, you can do it in a bar, no problem. And I know that Dave, who lives in the pub, says, don't tell me my limits on how much I can drink. I can drink a lot. Fine, true, fair play. Dave, crack on. The other way where a lot of people meet their lovers nowadays is Tinder. Doesn't take balls to swipe right on Tinder. Copy and paste an opener. But it does take balls to say hello to someone in the street. Shut up! Sorry about that. I do actually love the police. It was a car that was not even a police car. It just had a siren on it. Tinder, if you fall in love with them, you're going to have to tell your kids that you matched on Tinder. And it's kind of a shit story. But hey, it still works. And I'm still going to give you advice on this and how to improve your day in life on online dating as well. So the point I was making with this podcast is I want to inspire people to put themselves out there more, to be more ballsy in life. Because cold approach is a way to level up your sense of self, your security in yourself, your confidence. Any kind of job interview, party, phone call, important conversation you can have is going to be quite easy compared to chatting to a stranger in the street when you're just going about your day. And you're going to be leveling up that other person's day. You're going to spread those good vibes. It's going to make other people happy, which is going to make you happy. So it's a selfish way to be selfless, if that makes any sense at all. And one of the ways that this podcast is going to stand out from the crowd of these other coaches, dating coaches, confidence coaches out there, besides my really cool face for radio / voice, is that I'm actually going to go over audios, instructional audios of me chatting to random people. I've made these recordings for clients that I've coached over the years to give demonstrations of how you put yourself across when you're doing first impressions, how you can make banter, how you can enjoy conversations and just enjoy social interactions more. Because all of this is fun. This is the key thing. This is not a hard slog where it's going to be a journey of pain. Like so many people say that you need to do. There's coaches out there that say you need to approach 1,000 people before you're going to be good at approaching people. I'm like, no, terrible mindset. I've coached all kinds of people and you can make really fast improvements if you actually analyze what you're doing properly. It's like a game of chess. If you don't look over your games that you've done You're like, oh, okay, I could have done this better. Oh, okay, I done that better. Oh, I was way too defensive there. Should have been more aggressive. In a cool way, obviously. Then that's the way to improve. Anyway, metaphors aside, I'm going to take you through these audios, show you what I did well, what I could have done better. There's going to be a big variety of it week by week. And the cool thing about the advice I'm going to give you is I'm going to make it more specific. Okay, some of it will be really unrelatable for you, but it's really, really important that you don't just think, oh, one bit of advice is going to work for everyone, because we're all individuals, baby. That unique snowflake time. And if you tell someone advice, it's like doing a personal training session versus doing a class. When you do a class with loads of other people, fine, you're putting yourself out there, fine, you're doing stuff, you're moving, but you can get injured. That instructor's not going to help you at all. And then the one-to-one, they're going to get you that fast progress. And you can contact me for coaching. But in general, this podcast hopefully should be very specific with advice and actual actions for you to take to improve your life this afternoon, this evening, in the morning. Okay, so approach or die. You've got the concept. You know that this podcast is going to be stimulating, informing, educational, and boner-inducing. So now we're going to go straight into the first approach. The reason why this first approach is just more to show you I know what the fuck I'm doing. This is the one where I'm in 2018. Rewind time. 2018. I'd got back from America. I was walking around London with my best mate, and I was actually just into a relationship. What? A relationship? Yes, I know. One of those ones. And my girlfriend wanted me to find threesomes with her. When I was in my early 20s, I would never even think that's a possible thing for me to do. It was literally foreign object. I'd be like, what is this gibberish? I'm chatting absolute shit. Well, what I actually discovered when I had my first one in 2014 is that threesomes are an amazing thing. Anyone that has had a female, male threesome and not enjoyed it has not been doing it right, in my humble opinion. So this is something that I'm very passionate about, but I digress. So I'm walking along with my boy, cracking jokes, super excited to see if I can find anyone that my girlfriend would like, and I spy someone out. Make eye contact, no pause, no hesitation, immediately ditch my boy to say hello to her, and this is what I said. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to interrupt you. My girlfriend finds you so attractive. So attractive. Hello, what's your name?
Hello.
That's the weirdest thing anyone's ever said to you by far.
Yeah, that's so strange.
I know, I haven't had a girlfriend for very long. I haven't had this first girlfriend in 5 years. And yeah, she'd definitely find you really attractive.
Thank you.
How's your day?
Yeah, really good. How about you?
How many people flirted with you? I had 2 girls just start talking to me.
Really?
Yeah, because my shirt, there was like... So I've gone in with strong posture, saying with my chest this ridiculous statement and giving a statement of empathy that I know it's a weird thing to say, because if I didn't do that, then she's like, who does this guy think he is? I've also asked her name and repeated it because that's a nice sound for people to hear. And then I've asked a silly question. Rather than asking like, where are you from? What's your star sign? What's this? What's that? Boring questions that everyone asks. I'm asking, has anyone flirted with you? To say, I think that's a funny question, because it gives her an opportunity to say, oh, loads, you're like the 15th person. If she's got banter, she might say that. When she didn't say anything, I stopped it from getting awkward and again offered something of value, saying I find it kind of funny that a girl would approach me because of the silly shirt that I had on. You have to start by giving something funny, something interesting, and that's a common theme you'll see in the approaches that I make. On to the next segment. One thing to look out for is she asked me how my day was. Now, I'm sure you've been there and I've been there where I just say good thanks and leave it. But notice I don't do that. Here we go.
Nice. Where did you get that from?
I got in New York. I was there for like 9 months and this is like $4, so it was goodbye, you know?
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's that's the brand.
Yeah, the tampon.
Yeah, the tampon brand. Yeah, that's
I got
awesome.
3 sisters. I'm basically a feminist,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, I'm not a complete widow besides that first line.
How's been your day?
It's been really good.
Yeah.
Like you're speaking to me. It's like music to my ears.
Oh,
Like in America, they're like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Where are you from?
Where's your t-shirt from?
When you say t-shirt, they're just like, you're acting. I'll be in shopping and
Yeah.
trying like I had a long day. I don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you're like, trying to hear me on the phone. What? Where are you from? You been?
Yeah, I've been to like New York, Florida, San Fran, quite a few places. I'm
You're
not.
a little traveller, aren't you?
I love traveling, but I'm not
You
that
love
much of a
living
fan
life.
of America. To be
Why are you
honest.
going so much?
I used to go a lot, and then
Yeah.
because that was with like my parents and family and stuff, and then I started traveling by myself and going to places I like more.
So there's a little bit of banter in there. And I mentioned I've got 3 sisters. I do this because family is important to me. I'll talk about family a lot. And I'm a part of a big one because then I can find out if that's something that's important to them as well. Notice the challenge when she said she's been a lot to America but she doesn't like it. It's really common in introverts, and I would used to be too agreeable where I just avoid the conflict and wouldn't ask what I wouldn't find out. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seatbelts because this next bit gets a little bit crazy.
Good on you.
Yeah.
I'm also that kind of person. With my mate, we've like been all around Europe, and like I agree with America. My mum's American, so I kind of like when I could work out there, and I decided
Oh, nice.
laugh. But
Yeah.
Are you waiting for someone? Are you
Yeah,
chilling?
I'm getting ice cream. I think I'm on a date right now.
You think you're on a date, but you're not sure. On my date, so I'm not the first person trying to. What do you mean? This could be a friend date or something, or what? Oh, shit. Take my Instagram before he comes back. Like,
Is this how you get more Instagram followers?
it is
You just
half
literally
of the. There's 3 motivations by talking to you. 1, you are cute. 2, I need to be Insta famous ASAP.
I followed you.
And then 3,
Oh shit. So she's actually on a date when I said hello to her. The reason she thinks on a date is because the guy's not making any moves. He's not going for it. So I know that I have to go for it straight away there and then and get the Instagram quickly in case he comes and interrupts. When you're approaching people throughout the street, sometimes maybe someone's going to be waiting for a bus. If you know it's on, you have to pull the trigger. And right now, I'll use the little time I have left to make my intentions very clear.
you do actually seem quite fun. And I don't know if I'm going about this whole business completely wrong by being super forward and like seeing if I just go for that line of like, oh, you bisexual, do you want to get a drink with my girlfriend? She's really hot. That's a little bit risky. That could ruin the whole thing.
Can you show me a photo?
Hell yes, I could show you a photo. That's a better reaction. She's really fun. She's cool. But
Do you just go around to random
no,
people?
I told you I've only been back for like a
That's
week.
so
She
random.
visited me in Vegas a couple times, and like I'm back here now, and I'm just happy to be back, and I think I'm in more of a good mood. I'm not even drinking. This is tap
random
water,
people.
pretty much.
That's
Look,
so
she said to me only 2 days ago that she's down.
Really?
So I'm
That's
like,
really interesting.
all right, well, how do I go about it? I don't want
It's
to do
gonna
like
go
a
really
creepy
wrong.
seeding online
It's
dating.
gonna go very wrong.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So should I screenshot it and send you a picture? Is that what you? Because you're interested. You wanted to see a
I
picture.
thought it'd be funny.
Funny to see a picture or funny to go for a drink?
Funny to go for a drink. I'll let you know then. Let me think about it though.
No, I think, like I say, in East London, whereabouts in London are you from?
East London too.
Just go for a no pressure casual drink, innit?
Yeah.
Like nothing over the top. Sorry, I was keeping it warm for you, mate. Hello, Roland, how's it going? I'm good, man. I should probably get back to my friend in a minute anyway, but yeah, have a good time. Pleasure.
Jeez, a lot happened there in a short space of time. I put it out there what I wanted to do with her. She asked to see a photo showing positive interest, also put forward her objections, which I handled. And then when she said it's going to go wrong, I'm like, okay, you think so? And then carried it on asking for logistics, where's she from? Because I'm not too concerned with her opinion if she thinks it's going to go right or wrong. Like, I've already thought about it and made the decision that it's a good idea. So I don't need to go down that way. If I had reacted to that and started to justify myself, to qualify myself to her, then I wouldn't have been able to get the logistics. So then the guy comes back and I'm like, hey man, just keeping it warm for you, bro. Awkward. But yeah, if I'd had more time, I would have talked about a really cool bar that I know and just tried to seed the date a little bit more. You know, I can't really complain. So this last bit is literally just my initial reaction before I ended the recording. You can kind of just feel the elation in my voice here.
Yes! Oh my days.
Okay, so I'm going to sum up this clip now. I think it's a really good example of the law of state transference. I was in such a good mood. I was feeling so happy, bubbly, the opposite of nervous. And because I felt that when I spoke to her and when I was having the conversation, I felt that and she felt it too. If I'd have any nervousness with this, if I really didn't believe that this could be something that's possible, she would have felt that and become way more awkward. The tonality is key in this. My body language that you can't see was open. There was good eye contact being made. And when I first approached, I wasn't leaning forward. I wasn't directly at her. I had one foot slightly facing away. I was a tiny bit leaning back so that make her feel unthreatened. It's really important that all these things come together to do, I say, an advanced one like this, where the chances of her being like, what the fuck? Oh, ew, get away from me. Like, if you do that in a bad way, if you do that in a hey, girl, my girlfriend, she would find you so hot. Do you want a threesome? Like, that's not going to work. But you heard the I know this is strange, but actually it could be really fun. Change subject, have a little bit of banter back and forth. I'm not expecting anyone listening to this to go out and try this tomorrow. However, this should give you a glimpse into what's possible when you get good at this and when you practice. And in the next episode, I'm going to give my beginner's guide to first getting into this. And even if you've done this a lot, and you just want to improve, this is going to be some beneficial shit. But like Dr. Dre said, that's in the next episode. So drop me a comment. I'm going to reply to anyone that asks any questions. I'll be really, really happy. Super smiley time if you give me a like, a share, so subscribe. So subscribe. All of that, please. And what do the YouTubers say? They're like, oh, caress that like button. Oh, fondle that subscribe button. All of that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely evening and peace out.